Imagine a world on the brink of collapse, where the sky seems to weigh down on everyone, and every shadow hides a force capable of changing the fate of entire islands. It is in this scenario that we find Luffy, no longer just the boy who dreamed of becoming the Pirate King, but the Sun God, the embodiment of an ancient power that surpasses everything we have seen so far. The Hito Hito no Mi model Nika, which many see only as the fruit that gives elasticity to the body, is actually a direct connection to the Mother Flame, the primary source of energy that ancient peoples used and that even the gods feared. It is a power that unites magic, willpower, and freedom in unimaginable proportions, something that defies all laws of physics, logic, and even the very reality of the One Piece world. In the first moments when Luffy awakens his fruit, we can see that he is not just fighting. He is reshaping everything around him. Every punch, every move, every reaction transforms reality as if it were a cartoon. The ground becomes rubber, lightning stretches as an extension of his arms, and even his enemies begin to react to this new logic, as if they were inside the same absurd, elastic universe that Luffy creates. This is not just haki, nor a common devil fruit. We are witnessing something that approaches pure magic, manipulation of reality itself. And here is a fundamental point. If Luffy can affect reality around him so absurdly, it is impossible not to connect this power to the Mother Flame. This ancestral energy, hidden from the world by the world government, is the same that ancient peoples called the source of freedom, the energy that gave birth to gods and that they wanted to keep under control. The Mother Flame is, therefore, more than a power. It is the very manifestation of freedom, life, and pure will. And Luffy, as the D-Heir, is the only one capable of accessing it in its complete form. But do not think this is simple. The world of One Piece is full of forces trying to prevent this power from fully awakening. Imu, the Gorosei, the Celestial Knights, all use corrupted or manipulated forms of this same energy. And every step Luffy takes is watched and calculated by these entities. They know that if the Sun God's power reaches its fullness, all the control the world government exerts over the world will collapse. It is a silent, almost invisible war, where every action, every move, every reaction of Luffy can trigger unimaginable consequences. And we cannot ignore the clues Oda has left throughout the story. The drums of liberation, for example, are not just instruments. They are catalysts for an ancient magic that awakens the true form of the Sun God. When Luffy enters this state, it is as if the energy of the Mother Flame is invoked through sound, rhythm, the very essence of music. Luffy's laughter, his joy, becomes elements capable of rewriting reality, activating the ancestral energy that the gods feared. It is an almost metaphysical concept, freedom manifesting as power, pure will becoming strength, and the dream of a lost era being realized again. And there is more. Luffy's awakening affects not only him, but also those around him. His enemies experience the same absurd reality. Their reactions are distorted. The entire world seems to bend to the logic of Nika. This is something no common devil fruit could do. This is manipulation of the very essence of the world, something approaching what the ancients called magic. Meanwhile, the role of the D letter becomes increasingly evident. Every character who carries it is somehow connected to the Mother Flame, to the desire for freedom, to resistance against the absolute control of the gods. Luffy is not just another heir, he is the embodiment of an ancestral promise, the bearer of a power that connects the lost past to the hope of the future. He is the bridge between what was forbidden and what can finally flourish. Now, imagine for a moment the grandeur of this situation. The entire world is manipulated by invisible forces. Luffy is trying to understand and control his power, while Imu and his allies do everything to maintain the status quo. Every battle, every move, is not just physical. It is a confrontation of ideologies, ancient magic, and wills that span centuries. Luffy's Devil Fruit Awakening is more than strength. It is revolution, liberation, the essence of Nika manifesting in flesh and spirit. And this is precisely the point we must consider. If freedom is the greatest power, if laughter is the oldest force, if the Mother Flame is the source of everything, then Luffy's true power has not yet been fully revealed. Gear 5 is only the first step. a glimpse of what is to come. The true awakening of the sun god will not be merely physical. It will be spiritual, magical, and ancestral. It will be something that will change not only Luffy's destiny, but the destiny of the entire world. So let me ask you, are you ready to witness this? Are you prepared to follow every detail, every theory, every possible revelation that could forever change the way we see One Piece? If so, leave your like, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and comment below what you think. Has Luffy already shown all his power, or is there something much greater still hidden within him? I really want to know your opinion, because it is part of this journey. As we continue, we realize that every element of the story points to a greater truth. The sound of the drums, Luffy's laughter, the manipulation of reality, freedom as a fundamental force. Everything converges to something beyond gear, beyond haki, beyond any known devil fruit. It is the pure magic of the sun, the mother flame manifesting through the right air, at the right time. And when this power is fully revealed, it will be impossible to ignore its magnitude. The world government, the Gorosei, Imu, and all entities trying to control the world will realize that nothing they have built can contain the freedom Luffy brings. The world will tremble, not from physical strength, but from the awakening of something that could never be imprisoned. The essence of the sun, absolute freedom, the ancestral magic that connects past, present, and future. That is why I say, the legacy of the sun god is not only in defeating enemies or conquering territories, it is in inspiring, in liberating, in transforming everything around with the force of will. Luffy is not just the protagonist of a pirate story. He is the symbol of what can never be controlled, the living proof that the human spirit, when truly free, can change the entire world. So, my friend, when you look at Luffy from now on, remember, he is not just rubber, not just gear, not just strength or haki. He is ancient magic, freedom, laughter, sun. And every chapter we witness, every battle, every challenge, brings us closer to understanding the true power of the sun god. And I want you to keep following this journey, because when this magic fully awakens, and the world feels the strength of the sun, no one will be able to predict what will happen. And you will want to be here, watching every detail, theorizing, debating, and marveling at every step of this story that Oda has been building for decades. So you know what to do. Subscribe, turn on the bell, leave a like, comment your theories, and get ready. Because the complete awakening of the sun god Nika will not be just another moment of power. It will be the beginning of a new era, where freedom, will, and laughter can finally overcome centuries of tyranny and fear.